Step with me today into the jungle of World War II with one of cinema's most powerful war epics. Welcome back to Review Lens. Directed by David Lean and starring Alec Guinness and William Holden, this Oscar-winning masterpiece tells the story of British POWs forced to build a bridge for their Japanese captors and the dangerous obsession that followed. Our movie is The Bridge on the River Kwai, released in 1957. This movie isn't just a war story, it's a meditation on pride, obsession, and the clash between duty and survival. Set in World War II, the film begins with British prisoners of war being marched into a Japanese camp in Burma. The prisoners, led by Colonel Nicholson, are ordered to build a bridge that will be crucial to the Japanese war effort. At first, Nicholson resists. He insists that, according to the Geneva Convention, officers cannot be forced into manual labor. This standoff with Colonel Saito, the Japanese commandant, sets up one of the most gripping power struggles in the movie. But here's where the movie takes a fascinating turn. Once Nicholson secures better treatment for his men, he begins to take pride in the project. What starts as an act of defiance will show them British discipline and engineering skill slowly becomes an obsession. Nicholson convinces himself that building a perfect bridge is a matter of honor, not realizing that he's helping the enemy. At the same time, we follow Shears, played by William Holden, an American prisoner who escapes the camp. Reluctantly, he's pulled back into the war when British commandos recruit him to return and destroy the very bridge Nicholson is building. This dual storyline builds incredible tension. Will the bridge stand as a symbol of British resolve, or will it be blown sky high as a strategic necessity? The climax of the movie is one of the greatest in film history. The train approaches, the explosives are set, and Nicholson finally sees the truth. His pride has blinded him. His last words, "What have I done?" echo the tragedy of a man destroyed by his own obsession. How about some trivia? This flick was filmed in Sri Lanka, not Burma, with massive sets and a real bridge built. And yes, the bridge they built was really blown up. No CGI in those days. Alec Guinness initially resisted the role of Nicholson, thinking the character was too unsympathetic. Director David Lean nearly drowned during filming when a river current pulled him under. The Colonel Bogey March whistling scene wasn't in the script, but became one of cinema's most iconic moments. The bridge explosion had to be captured in a single take. They couldn't rebuild it if something went wrong. What makes The Bridge on the River Kwai so powerful is that it doesn't settle for a simple good versus bad narrative. It shows the complicated psychology of war, how honor, ego, and survival can twist a man's choices. Alec Guinness's performance as Nicholson won him an Oscar, and rightly so. He captures the dignity, stubbornness, and eventual downfall of a man trapped by his own code of honor. The film itself swept the Academy Awards, taking home 7 Oscars, including Best Picture, Best Director, and Best Actor. And the imagery has stuck with us. The march of the POWs, the lush jungle landscapes, and of course the whistled tune, Colonel Bogey March, which practically became a pop culture anthem on its own. Even today, the film feels relevant. It reminds us that sometimes the line between loyalty and self-destruction is thin. It also raises timeless questions. Is discipline a strength, or can it become a weakness when pride gets in the way? More than 60 years later, The Bridge on the River Kwai remains a masterpiece of epic storytelling. It's not just a war film, it's a film about human nature. And like that bridge, it still stands tall. That's it for this one. If you enjoyed this review, let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more movie comparisons, retro reviews, and all things film. Thanks for hanging out with me today. And as always, see you on the next one. Save us a balcony seat and extra butter on the popcorn, please.